start streaming. Yay! Yay! Who had some funny stories from today? Nobody?
My dog almost ate a bird.
Your dog almost ate a bird?
Yeah.
What was did you have to like rip it out of her mouth?
Yeah. It was
Oh.
like a fetus bird.
A fetus bird?
Yeah.
Huh, so your dog is like a bird abortionist?
Well, somebody already aborted the bird before my dog got it.
Yeah. Was it in an egg?
No. It was just dead fetus bird on the ground.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. I don't think I need these anymore. All right, so we have been doing course all day, and we have also been rocking it on the data recovery queue. So I have 1, 2 in my done data pile, and Mark, how many datas do you have?
5.
5. That's 7 in one day.
Nice.
Yeah, which is pretty sweet. So we decided to do one more to see if we could go for 8. So let's see what the next one is. The note is not water damage, not water related. Okay. Let's see. Data recovery, no power. Previous repair attempt on TriStar and main PMIC. Botched. Great. That sounds great. Previous repair attempt on main power management chip is almost always a deal breaker, because if you nudge that dude or shift it and power on the phone and send the main voltage into the CPU, then it is curtains for that phone. But let's see. And I wonder, first we have to figure out what the original problem was to begin with. So let's look at the board, shall we? Let's look at the board. Who are you? Hello, Jessa? Yeah? Oh, one of the students today was in the "I'm sorry, I don't know your name" category, which I think is hysterical. And everyone else did too. And he was like, "What?" I thought that was pretty funny. So I was like, how'd you end up here then?
How did he?
He ended up here because the guy that he outsources board repairs to came to the course, and he was talking like, "How'd you learn all this?" So he said, "Well, I highly recommend the iPad rehab course." Okay, so he signed up on the basis of that without like really being a YouTube person or anything, and that's what he did. All right, so it's really not cool to have a Stockholm chip that is this drunk on your board. So we'll start there. We'll assume that this is going to be a VCC main short, so let's check and see if that's true. All right. So Sunday has fixed our printer. That's good news. Yep, full short on VCC main. So we are going to start this board. Actually, since it said TriStar, we need to put our eyeballs on that as well. All right. Is your name iPad Rehab? Yes, it is. My name is iPad Rehab. iPad Rehab. Exhausted Rehab. Almost done for the day Rehab. Need to go to rehab. Rehab for people that don't sleep at night. It's just like a rehab that's, you just take naps. That's all you do. It's the kind of rehab I need. How many hours do you sleep at night, Sharon?
Not enough.
Not enough. I thought you said not at all. And I was like, oh, wow. That's even worse than me. 6, that's pretty good. You know, I heard that you were a bed hog. Just saying. Can't tell you where I heard that from. Why does your printer keep breaking? Well, it just broke once. I don't know. That's outside of my domain. All right, that TriStar job looks reasonable, but we don't know why they were doing a TriStar or if it ever needed a TriStar. But right now, this thing has a short on VCC main, and we're just going to kind of look over this to see if there's anything else that jumps out at us aside from the fact that we have a totally jacked Stockholm chip. This would be great if this was number 8 and it was just a jacked Stockholm chip. That would be fantastic. No long through damage. That's probably the original problem right there. That looks like a VCC main cap that's burned. I bet that is the original. Oh shit, nobody can see that. Whoops. Let's look at this again. So the TriStar job looks okay, but who knows why they put a TriStar on there, what the original problem was. And we can see a totally jacked Stockholm chip. That's where we're going to focus now. That's definitely a VCC main short cause. And they're missing a resistor here. There's got to be a dude there in order to have normal touch. And right here, I bet was their original problem. That looks like a burned VCC main cap. See that? Maybe I'm wrong, but he looks a little brown. Let's see, has that CPU shield been off before? Yes, it has. All right. So maybe it has been replaced, and that's why it looks a little weird. All right, because that shield's been off before, then we need to take it off again and take a look at it. Let's take off the CPU shield. Let's take it off. I have an iPhone 5S that turns on. And then it goes to the Apple and the screen turns black. It restarts sometimes. The battery drains fast. I think you should post questions like that on a forum. That's what I think. I think you should post questions like that on a forum. Okay, we've got a big ass hole in the backlight driver. That's not cool. You can't fucking do this. God. You cannot jack the backlight driver that horribly and just slap a shield on the CPU and say, I'm sure it'll be fine. God. Hey, Mark. Oh, there's heat there. That's good. I just took off a CPU shield. This is the Stockholm. Take a look at this. All right, VCC main short. This is the Stockholm that it had. All right, and then CPU shield is on. So CPU shield looks just like this. You know, like it looks like, all right, CPU shield, and the note says PMIC and TriStar. All right, so we saw the Stockholm chip, so I take off the CPU shield, and this is what it looks like. All right, CPU shield is off, and like that was covered up by the shield.
Well, I mean, most of the backlight drivers.
Most of the backlight drivers are. Look at this cap. Look at this backlight cap. It is shredded. All right, so let's just. And I thought that might have been the original problem all along because it looks a little bit burned.
I want to see the note.
That you want to see the note? Okay, I'll show you. Oops, shit. I'll show you the note. It's that one. Yes, right there. Enjoy. Feel free to read it to everyone. Now I have to take off this shield because it has also been off before. It has also been off before, which means who knows what lies under door number 3. Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out. Let's find out.
I feel like chances are good that this board has.
Do you think this is going to break our streak?
I think it's been to eBay and back.
I think this one might break our streak, Mark.
No.
It might be the end of the data recovery heyday of.
It's fine.
Of whatever. Look at this. We got to be 8 for 8 on May 8th. This board is going to screw me.
Well, do you have just a VCC main short? That's all?
That's all. Well, I know I have well, that's all, plus the jack backlight driver and who knows what else. I know it has a VCC main short, and I know it has a really janky Stockholm chip. Let's see. Maybe everything's cool under here. All right, everything under there looks good. Yay. All right, let's get off Stockholm. magically VCC main short will go away, the whole thing's gonna boot, and we're gonna get out of here with 8 for 8. Hooray! Let's take some bets. Do you think that's gonna happen? What are the odds on that happening?
No liquid damage?
No liquid damage.
Okay, I think the odds are that it's going to be one of those 2 main caps next to backlight caps.
I already called that. It's too late. It's on the record. I already said that's what I thought the original problem
Well,
was.
then you pick which one.
Okay, it's the one on the end, closest to the edge of the board.
That's the one I wanted to pick.
Fuck you. That one is taken. You have to pick your own. You have to pick your own cap. Nobody's taking that it's going to be Stockholm chip and done. No, Gene, do you want to take this as Stockholm chip and done?
No, I'm good.
No? God. All right, fine. Okay. Stockholm chip and done coming up. Let's see. Come on, baby. 8 for 8. 8 for 8. Oh, it's also missing one of the resistors by Mason that you need for touch. So there's that. Yeah, let's just get rid of some of this tomfoolery. I don't like that little solder ball there. All right, and is our VCC main short gone? Paul Daniels missed the cap call. Well, it doesn't have to just be a cap. We will feel free to take all bets on this board. Who wants to bet that there is still a VCC main short? I'm going to go with yes. Anybody on no? Let's find out. Oh, look at that. There's still a VCC main short. Huh. How funny. How weird. All right. Jess, I finished that video, the hate crime data recovery. Really awesome question. How do you typically give customers their data? That is a great question. And the answer is we will burn them a custom drive where we parse out their stuff into useful folders. So they get a picture, they get a folder called all your pictures and videos. They get a folder, all your notes, all your contacts, all your messages. And then we'll give them a folder called your iTunes backup. And then we'll tell them how to drop that into their iTunes backup folder if they want to actually restore their new phone to look and feel like their old phone. Otherwise, they've got all of their data that they generally want parsed out so that they can put it, on some cloud-based system and not have that happen again. So that's how we give them their data, and it goes on a custom iPad Rehab USB drive that looks like this. And to commemorate the tragedy of losing their data and then getting it back again, everybody needs to open a beer. So it is a little beer opener USB stick. So that's what we do. All right, let's see if the VCC main short all along maybe was was because of one of these 2 caps. So I picked the first one. Let's see. Was I right? Kick this guy off. Are you the reason this phone has a VCC main short? Get off my board and let's find out. All right, Mark picked. Oh, there's a little solder ball. I mean, at this point, it could just equally be backlight driver because it's so shitty. All right, Mark. Let's see. It's going to be unsatisfying anyway because if it was that cap, then it will be, oh yeah, well, that's the one we both picked. And we still have a VCC main short. So we will go for next VCC main cap. Jessa, what software are you using to do that? I'm still using iDevice backup and decode and copy the USB with the same idea user human version plus iTunes version. We kind of go back and forth. We are using iExplorer right now. But I'm not really sure that that's the best one for the job. This is a backlight cap, but it's so destroyed we have to get rid of it. Alrighty, now let's see if by some miracle the power management chip is not disturbed or dislodged and that we actually have gotten rid of our VCC main short. Nope, it's not that either. All right, so next up is the jacked up, cracked up backlight driver that we are going to kick off the board since it does have a VCC main line under it. Although I doubt that that is going to be the reason why it has a VCC main short either. But let's find out. That's wicked cool. Thanks for answering my question. It sounds like some really cool software that's capable of doing that. I will have to look into it. Alrighty, you just rip off the cap. No, I gently desolder it with plenty of flux and hot air. Unless it's Monday night. Alright, let's get rid of this dude. How do you let a board go out with a broken piece on it like this and just cover it up with a CPU shield? This is like shitting in your underwear and then just turning it inside out and acting like it never happened. It's totally not cool. It's exactly like that. I know that that's what you all were thinking, but you were just too polite to say it. Alright, get off there, you. Alright. Backlight driver is off. Jess, is Lewis going to let you use his hot air station to fix those caps and filters? What the hell does that mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. Did he buy a hot air station? I find that hard to believe. Alright, let's...
Why would he buy a hot air station when he has the Wagner?
Yeah, why would he do that? In fact, I think we should finish this job with the Wagner because it really can't get any worse. I'm pretty sure that's how it was done originally. I did kind of want to do that, Mark. I wanted to have like what could we do with the Wagner? I think it'd be fun to have a contest between Mark and Jessa to see who could do...
We could do a mini 1 TriStar.
A mini 1 TriStar? How about something really hard, like mini digitizer connector? Let's do it.
Yeah.
What is the hardest repair that you think you could actually pull off with a Wagner?
I probably... Probably mini digitizer connector. I mean, that...
I bet. Let's do it. Mini digitizer connector. Do we have one of these student minis that are working? Let's do it. That sounds way more fun than killing myself on this piece of fuck board.
No, you want to solve that one.
Oh, this is going to be solved? Do you think it was backlight driver?
Oh, for sure.
All right. Survey says, is there a VCC main short? Yes, there is. There is a full short on VCC main. How about that? Hey, there's Jason. Something with the Jason, are you having to do work with the Wagner? That's what I want to know. What's it like over there? Tell us. We're trapped up here with students. We can't have our eyes on the beat of the microsoldering nation this week. Jason, did you have to teach students using a Wagner heat gun like you worked at Wild PCS? Yes or no? Fuck you, Jason. He says I bet Mark wins. Suck my dick. By the way, this is Jason of microsolderingsupply.com, who officially lost the iPad mini digitizer connector challenge. See the playlist, and you can see Jason losing the last iPad mini digitizer connector bet. So there you go.
Yes.
Alrighty. Alright, so this is, well, I guess we'll kick off C5202 just for the sake of completeness. Come on, Jason, tell us. Yes, Jason, do tell. What is life like there over at the uber professional Rossman Repair Group with your uber professional equipment? What did you guys do today? And there's still a full short on VCC main. All right, so now there's no there's no way that it was TriStar because TriStar does not have a VCC main connection under it. And Tigris, I wonder if they I think it's probably worth it to take off Tigris because it seems potentially if they were going to take off TriStar for no reason that's, I mean, it's completely unrelated to VCC main, that they may have also taken off Tigris, which does have VCC main, so let's rip that off and just rule that out. We're really just kind of following the footsteps here to narrow it down to the PMIC. We're probably going to change the PMIC, and then we're going to get the new PMIC and find that the phone is dead because it will then no longer have a VCC main short, but it will have a dead CPU due to a fucked PMIC placement that's on there right now. But we have no choice other than to silently hang our heads and walk to that grave. There's no way to know in advance. So let's get her done. We're just eliminating variables and hoping to get lucky, which is unlikely given that we have done 7 for 7 today. So we really don't have any luck coming our way. We used to knock off $30 hot air station and haven't had a problem with them yet. I guess it's a matter of time. Well, if you, whoever did work like this may be sitting out there going, oh, we use a $30 knockoff station, haven't had a problem with it yet. So we can't fix everything, but all right, and we still have a full short on VCC main. All right, so given that, there's no VCC main under Mason or Cumulus. There is under audio IC. But since they said they messed with the power management chip, that seems really likely. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. That's going to be at the top of my list. I don't know. I wish I knew everything they did here because this doesn't look normal either. Let's look at these balls. What?
Like all of the leads that come in now are, so, you're so fat, you need help, you're so fat.
Oh,
Are
the
you
spam?
thick in the middle?
That's
Yeah, probably.
It does not.
Probably watches how many times I go through fucking McDonald's drive-thru. Hey, fatty, just because you ordered that Happy Meal for your kid, you ate all the French fries, it still counts.
I don't think it's like that at all.
You don't?
Yeah, because all I get is, do you want a bigger dick? Which
Well,
I'm really
yeah,
happy.
totally kidding.
My dick is huge. I do not, I mean, I couldn't even.
hears you talk about your dick so much that it's like.
What? But I'm proud. Like I don't see why.
It's like people who live in a big house, they always want a bigger house.
Yeah.
You think there's a single...
I don't want a bigger house. I live in a big house and I want a fucking smaller house. This house is bullshit.
Do you think there's a lot of people that say, man, my dick's just really big enough?
It's just flopping around.
Totally fine, I never want to be in the dick.
I keep getting like, you know, stuck in the zipper. It's just a nightmare. Wait, what? You took a picture of something in New York.
It just made me think of it.
Oh, that's very sweet. Suck my dick in the concrete. It's kind of like a little bit like one of those Hollywood star kind of things. That's exactly what I would do. If I was doing a Hollywood star, it would say suck my dick. All right. Michael Oberdick wants you to call him. I think you should call him right now. Call him. Call him up. Oh my God. Wait, do you actually have lingerie? How thick are these pants? Were they LuLaRoe? That's hot. Yeah, I'm thinking that was probably why there's big ass shorts. Okay, Sunday. Were you born on a Sunday? Fixing things for you wants to know. Sunday was born on a Tuesday. Sunday, by the way, had a great win today when the course guy that did not know my name knew Sunday's name. That was pretty good. That was a pretty good moment.
But he also called me Thursday, and he told me.
He calls you Thursday on purpose?
When he got here, he's like, "Hey, Thursday," because he told me when he scheduled the course that he's like, "I don't care, I'm gonna call you Thursday." So he stuck to that.
Well, his name is Mark Harold. I think you should just call him Mark.
I'm gonna call him Mark Harry.
Mark Harry. Harry Mark. Okay. All right, let's mow down these pads then.
No, I know. We have King Put Mark and Harry Mark.
Michael Oberdick just said, "Oh dear."
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh my word. Oh dear. Oh my golly.
Cat and Ben say hi.
What?
How are they?
Okay.
They're so sweet.
They're good.
Are they gonna come in this? Do they come home? in this
Oh
summer?
great, looks like we're
Hell
at
no.
this
They don't know.
pad.
They sit down there and sweat their ass off all summer?
Oh, well, they're inside.
Yeah, in the air conditioning like the rest of Florida.
It's already 95, you know that, right?
What?
Down in Florida.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's fucking hot as shit.
Wait, Mark, you had to like put your air conditioning on?
Huh?
You have like air conditioning going right now in Florida?
I've had the AC going since like March.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is unusual. You guys got hot early.
Yeah, I mean,
Where are
usually
you?
Huh?
Jacksonville. So it's like North Florida.
I don't know.
Like if
Okay.
Florida's an upside down boot, Jacksonville's the heel.
Okay.
Is that right? What?
I love it.
An upside down boot.
Yeah,
What?
Florida's
How is it
shaped
an
like
upside-
down boot?
No, it's not. It's
Yeah, it
shaped
is.
like a dick, just like everything else. I mean, Florida's a dick. I mean, come on. You're
Like if you take the shape of Florida and separate
Which is
it
a dick.
from the rest of the U.S., it's an upside down boot. But when you hook it onto the rest of the U.S., it's just this thing that hangs off.
a dick.
You're saying it's Italian?
Alrighty.
Remember those
Okay.
double eggs in,
And LA is the testicles.
do you remember those double eggs in Houston?
All right, let's see.
They were so good. Yes, and bacon and like.
The error 51. Oh man.